Hello everybody and welcome back to my character Crusade Unbound Season 3 Let's Play featuring Blodius Vigilis. So we left off last episode with Blodius and the Legion and the Whiterun Guard being victorious against the Stormcloak invasion attempt. We were able to fight them off. As you can see, there's still lots of damage in the city, still some fires to be put out. The guards are taking care of that, but it looks like for the most part people are back to their regular old business. Speaking of business, we have some things to attend to. I believe we would like to get our fancy mace that we found in Valtheim Towers tempered up by Yorland Greymane if he's available.
What about you and your honeyed words?
We already bought a lot of food for the journey to High Hrothgar. And what else? I think I still have Balgruuf's axe too. See if I can return that to him. And once we get all that taken care of, then we will head off. Well, Jarl Balgruuf, I think you know the answer already from Ulfric Stormcloak, but he did return your axe.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
I don't think he cares.
If you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
Alright. So I'm guessing the axe itself was of no value to Balgruuf. It was just a token, the message itself. So I don't know if we want to keep it. In case we become a collector at some point, maybe we'll have Hjormir hold on to it. I still need to see if I can get Yorland over here to temper my mace. There he is.
Got a lot of steel to shape. As much as can be expected, yes.
Alright. Don't sell yourself short there, Yorland. Okay, I'm going to see if you can balance this a little better, maybe add a little weight to the head, and maybe sharpen up the points a little bit. Make it sting a little more. Yeah, you can. Up to 42 base damage. Perfect. That's going to probably take him a little while to temper. That's okay. We have things to do anyway. And you know what? Maybe we'll go ahead and sell him
Gods be praised.
this mace we've been using. We have a new one here of shock damage. May as well just use that to change it up a bit. And you know, I wonder if Lydia would actually like to use Balgruuf's axe.
I've got your back. Anything else? I'm right behind you. I am sworn to carry your burdens.
Oh, don't sound so happy. Here, you performed really well in the battle for Whiterun. I would like to award you with Balgruuf's war axe from his own personal armory.
You lead, I'll
She
follow.
using it? Yeah, she is. Awesome. She's into it. Great. Hjormir practicing his crafts. Very good. Okay. So I think that's all the business we had in Whiterun. What else? There was something else I was thinking about that I wanted to talk about before we left. Oh yeah, I did get a chance to listen to the Character Crusade podcast regarding the next sort of session of Unbound. This one is entitled The Struggle. So what we're on the lookout for now is sort of adversity that Blodius is going to face. He's had a string of victories here. He is definitely struggling with the notion that he is Dragonborn and what that might entail he's going to have to do, and how far that might derail him from his goal of saving his uncle Adius from the Blue Prison down in Cyrodiil. Wow, you're on quite the bender, aren't you? Well, I hope you get your act cleaned up by the next time I'm here. So yeah, we're going to be on the lookout for something that we can use in this Let's Play for that next homework assignment, which is going to be a small vignette on a struggle. And I really don't have any thoughts on that yet, but hopefully something will happen in the near future that I can use. So yeah, from here, I think we are just on the road to Iverstead, and from there up the 7,000 steps to High Hrothgar. And I've just remembered that Lydia's horse here needs a name. So I'm thinking about what Lydia would name her horse. She has, well, we don't really know the official canon, the official lore behind Lydia, where she's from, her whole backstory and everything. But we know that she is a trained housecarl from Whiterun. And I think for our purposes here, we're going to say that she was born and raised in Whiterun. She's quite proud of the city that she hails from. She is wielding Balgruuf's war axe now. She seems to hold him in high regard. So I'm thinking that she's going to name her horse something that reflects that. And what I have in mind is Balrun. So that takes the first part of Jarl Balgruuf's name and the last part of Whiterun's name. So we have Balrun. There he is. That's a fitting name, Lydia. Well done. A lot better than Hjormir's horse, Patoma. Ugh. Alright. Okay. So, on the road. I'm actually really pleasantly surprised that our horses made it through unscathed. I have a bit of a bad feeling about this. I feel like something tragic happened here. Bit of a cursed book. Oh boy. There's that feeling that I was afraid of. Something dark and powerful.
I can take you.
Alright, she's still alive. That must have been a... Is that a shade? Oh, she's got all my stamina. Alright. We're good on health. We're gonna need stamina. Ice magic is really taking it out of us. Oh, that was a deadly foe. Is everybody okay? Hyoramir, I think you might need some healing, huh? Where's Lydia, by the way? Strange materials. I wonder if they'll fetch a price. Okay. You're shooting arrows. That's good. Whew. Sometimes it's good to trust your instincts, I suppose. Blodius has premonitions like this from time to time. More so just recently than before. In actuality, it's probably just me having played this game so much before that I kind of know what's around every corner, or most corners at this point. But I think that Blodius' dragon blood kind of gives him a special intuition about certain things sometimes. He's kind of tied more strongly to the world and the existence of the world and the gods and everything now, just through his dragon blood, and maybe a little bit through his lineage as well, which I think we'll touch on much later, but we'll get to that when we get to it. But until then, that's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah, he does seem to have a sixth sense about certain things. Okay, so we are pretty close now to Iverstead. It looks like all we have to do is follow this river. In fact, this terrain is a bit rough for Marion. Let's feed her some lunch and just tell her to follow here. Okay, she's already following. So yeah, we just have to follow this river here, and then this should take us right up to Iverstead. Okay, looks like we have a troll. And there you have it. These plants have some magic to them, but they are very annoying. Wow, this troll had quite the haul in here. He's doing pretty good for himself, it looks like. Where's my lantern? Got some storm cloaks here too. Ooh, he's got a skill book on him. And a note. Let's take a look at those. Kymar Vermidium. Heavy armor, it looks like, huh? Well, Blodius doesn't have much patience for reading, but he does like expensive books. And also I do realize I have a level up. And I will only level up at a shrine. And I do realize that there was a shrine of Talos and a shrine to Kine, and also a shrine to RK back in Whiterun, but we really want to make amends to Stendarr, so I think we're going to save our level up till we can get back to Solitude and actually pray at the shrine to Stendarr at the Temple of the Eight in that bigger city. Okay, let's continue on. Oh, we didn't read the note. Captain, there have been multiple complaints about attacks near the river northwest of the rift. We could use some more civilian support from that area for the war effort, so send a few men to investigate. It's probably just a couple of wolves, so you'll only need to send at most 2 men. Happy hunting. Well, that was ill-advised and short-sighted. Hopefully the rest of their comrades share the same traits. You know what? This game is just damn pretty sometimes. I'm sorry, but that view is just beautiful. Since 2011, still dropping my jaw. Anyway. Let's get to Iverstead finally, shall we?
On your way up the 7,000 steps again, Clement?
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Aren't the Greybeards expecting some
It's not
surprise?
safe.
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be allowed into the monastery. Perhaps one day. I wish I could make my deliveries more often. Passing through on your way to High Hrothgar? About to make a delivery up there myself.
Whoa. Is that bear gonna come cause havoc? Alright. What can you tell me about High Hrothgar?
I've been to the monastery many times, but I've never even laid eyes on one of the Greybeards. Not that I'd care to. Being masters of the Thu'um, they could kill you by uttering a single word. Well, not that they would. They seem peaceful, but I wouldn't want to provoke them.
I wonder if they can help me develop this shouting that I can seem to do. Anyway, so what type of deliveries do you make to High Hrothgar?
Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning.
Okay, and what do they give you in return?
Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll.
Well, you sound like a kind heart and an honorable man, so I tell you what, I will do your knees a favor, and I could take the delivery up for you.
Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done.
Great. So you've been up the path a few times. What should I watch up for during the climb?
Well, there's the occasional wolf pack or stray, but that's all I've ever had to deal with. Shouldn't be a problem for the likes of you.
Oh, more
Other than
wolves.
that, watch your footing. In these wintry conditions, the stairs can be treacherous.
Fair point. Thank you, sir.
Be careful up there.
So, yeah, this does look like quite the climb, doesn't it? What time is it? 1:38. We should be able to make it up there by nightfall, I'm thinking. I'm debating whether to stop in the inn for supplies or just continue on up the path. Have we found the map marker for Iverstead yet? No, we haven't. Who am I supposed to speak to in Iverstead? Oh, the Greybeards. Can't speak to the Greybeards in Iverstead, but we'll at least pick up the map marker. And there we go, the quest marker moved there too. Yeah, we're pretty well stocked up. We do need to leave Marion behind though. Let's find a good spot to park her. And make sure we don't have her still set to follow when we do find a good spot. How about right here next to the river? Out of the way. So she can get some water if she needs it. We did just feed her, but I don't know the next time we're going to be able to feed her down here because it might be quite the climb. So let's give her an apple. Have her wait here. Atta girl. Okay, let's do some hiking, shall we? Jeez, did I mention this game was beautiful? Who's this guy? Hello.
Sugar and sands.
What are you doing out here? Is there anything you need help with?
Yes, perhaps you can. There is something foul afoot, friend. Daraki can smell the stench of betrayal in the air.
I'm sorry, I don't smell anything.
Your nose is not attuned to deceit. Daraki smells the lie, but he cannot confirm it. To some, an unconfirmed lie is the same as the truth. But Daraki is not the kind to agree to something simply on faith.
Okay. Well, you're sounding like a crazy person, so I'm afraid I'm gonna need some more detail.
Daraki talks of the steps to High Hrothgar. Many travelers come to walk the pilgrimage of the 7,000 steps. Yet Daraki finds that number peculiar.
Really?
Do you not find it odd that the number is so
Oh
loud?
boy.
Was the path altered to match the myth? Are the steps not all the same size? I have found it difficult to believe, based on my calculations, that there can be any more than 6,972 steps.
That is unbelievably closer than I would have thought. I thought the 7,000 steps was just an expression. I don't know. I never thought about it, to be honest. I'm pretty sure it's just an expression.
Many think this way. They choose to believe something based on faith.
I don't believe it for a second.
Daraki did the same once. He will not make that mistake again. The steps must be counted one by one. It is the only way anyone can be sure.
Alright, I am definitely not going to... I'm definitely not going to take on that errand. You know what? I just don't see what the big deal is. It's still just a lot of steps.
It is a matter of integrity. If they are lying about the steps, who knows what else they are hiding?
Sorry.
Lies and secrets are fine for tavern wenches, but the Greybeards are said to be paragons of virtue. If the best of us can be corrupted, then there is no hope for Daraki to ever trust anyone.
Alright, well...
Do not give your trust blindly, stranger. It will come back to bite you.
It's not about trust, it's about the intricacies of language, and you obviously haven't grasped that yet. So yeah, no more wasting time with that guy. Well, you know, now I'm curious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing. Not even a chuckle. Not even a courtesy laugh.
My mother's sweet. If she passes on my tales to the townsfolk as if they were true, I don't mind, seeing as they...
Ah, you admit it. Okay then. Not as daft as I once thought. That Hjoramir. Wait a minute, what is this? Kind's Fire. I'm sure I can't do anything with that right now. Anyway, a lot of stairs. Well done, Hjoramir. know that sound. That went down easier than expected. It's encouraging. Another one of these frost trolls, huh? Well, bring it on then. You stinky hairy ape. Oh, Huromir. I need you to try not to get in the way when I'm mid-swing. I can't stop my mace. So please, let's try to flank from the other side if you can. Don't look at me like that. Alright, that's better. Don't worry about it, you'll get better. Oh, the weather up here. And I thought Windhelm was cold. That is an impressive sight. The monastery the Greybeards call home. High Hrothgar. Wonder how old this structure is. It's propped precariously on the edge of the mountain here. What must be thousands of feet above the ground. In just unspeakable weather conditions all the time, and yet it stands good as new. Impressive. Okay, let's go ahead and drop off Klimik's supplies. We'll have to make sure that we remember to let him know that we did that for him on the way back. Okay, let's take the helmet off as a sign of respect. Let's see what this big mystery is all about.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was a little busy fending off a goblin.
Fending off a goblin, huh? Listen. Hang out here, but leave me alone for a little bit, okay?
I'm
Same
right
to you.
behind you.
What can I do for you?
And it's really dark in here, isn't it? That's a little better. Oh, you guys really rolled out the red carpet for me, didn't you? Hello.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age.
Yes, you call me Dragonborn. What does that mean?
First, let us see if you truly are Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice.
Alright, if you say so. Well,
Do not be afraid. Your voice will not harm us.
oh, you want me to actually shout at you? Okay, well, give me a second.
Shout at us. Let us taste of your voice.
Okay, I need a second. I can't just do it rapid fire.
Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar.
Thank you.
I am Master Angil. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, Why have you come here?
Well, I just want to find out what it means to be Dragonborn. I feel that it's important.
We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you.
You mean to say that I'm not the only Dragonborn?
You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only Dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say.
Okay. Well, I got a little time, and I'm ready to learn.
You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in unrelenting force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro.
Oh, that's an interesting trick. I wonder if all the word walls were created this way.
You learn a new word like a master. You truly do have the gift. But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of role.
Whoa. I understand. Similar to what I felt with the dragon.
To strike the targets as they appear.
But less belligerent?
Well done. Again.
Okay. It's a cool trick. Can I learn that?
Once more. Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn.
That's not it, is it?
Perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori.
Okay. Who is Bori? Guessing the guy that just turned around. Yes. The weather's still lovely, I see. Wonder if I'll learn a shout to make the weather better. That would be something.
You will now see how you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you wood, which means whirlwind.
Okay.
You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thing.
Wood.
Approach Master Bori and he will gift you his knowledge of wood.
Ooh. I don't think I'll ever get used to that.
Now we will see how quickly you can speak a new chant. Master Wolfgar will demonstrate whirlwind sprint. Then it will be your turn.
Wolfgar.
Master Bori. X.
Okay, we're going to have to equip this shout. Here we go.
Your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes.
Ah. That was exhilarating.
Your quick mastery of a new Thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself.
Yeah, I don't know how I do it. It just happens.
You were given this gift by the gods for a reason.
I feel that.
It is up to you to determine how best to use it. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ustengrad. Remain true to the way of the voice. You return.
Okay, so another errand. But we have some questions for this man. Hopefully he'll answer them before we retrieve that horn. So do you know why the dragons are returning, and does it have something to do with me?
No doubt, the appearance of a Dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear.
Surely there's more you can tell me.
There is indeed much that we know that you do not. That does not mean that you are ready to understand.
Oh, that is unbelievably frustrating.
Do not let your easy mastery of the voice tempt you into the arrogance of power. That has been the downfall of many Dragonborn before you.
Look, they obviously, the gods, I mean, have given me this power for a reason, and it's probably not something that we can attend to whenever we feel like it. We can't take a lazy attitude toward this. We're going to need to be active. Oh boy. Alright, so these guys are just taking their time. Alright. So, what exactly does it mean to be Dragonborn?
Dragons have the inborn ability to learn and project their voice. Dragons also are able to absorb the power of their slain brethren. A few mortals are born with similar abilities. Whether a gift or a curse has been a matter of debate down through the centuries. But you have already learned in a few days.
Probably a bit of both.
Even the most gifted of us years to achieve. Some believe that Dragonborn are sent into the world by the gods at times of great need. We will speak more of that later.
Oh, that really sounds like something I need to know. And the sooner the better. So there are only 4 of you up here?
5. Our leader, Partanax, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world. When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him.
Alright, so more coyness here. So tell me more about the Greybeards.
We study the way of the voice, according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcore. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Whiterun. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice.
So, how come you're the only one who talks?
Their voices are too powerful for anyone not trained in the way to withstand. Even a whisper could kill.
Wow, really? So what exactly is this way of the voice that you preach?
The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time.
Kinnereth.
He gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance.
So, I'm still undecided about this philosophy. I don't know what I believe yet. So why is it that you still help me learn the voice?
The Dragonborn is an exception to all the rules. The dragon blood itself is a gift of the gods. If we accept one gift, how can we deny the other? As Dragonborn, you have received the ability to shout directly from Akatosh.
Akatosh, no.
We therefore seek to guide you on the proper use of your gift, which transcends the restrictions which bind other mortals.
So first he said that this ability was gifted by Kinnereth, and now he's saying that it was gifted by Akatosh. Interesting. So who was this Jürgen Windcaller that you mentioned?
He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jürgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was won.
Okay, well, thank you for all the info, Arngeir. I appreciate it.
Breath and focus.
Okay, well, it turns out that they won't let us stay here for the night. What time is it? 5:48, so it's going to start getting dark. So we're going to need to zip down to Iverstead and stay there for the night. Having just made these 7,000 steps, I'm not really looking forward to doing it again the other way, so I'll probably just cut the video and meet you back in Iverstead.
What do you need, my thing? Honor.
You there. You're the one they call Dragonborn.
Well, the Greybeards seem to think so.
Then it is too late. The lie has already taken root in the hearts of men. So we shall expose to them the falseness in their hearts by tearing out yours, deceiver. When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him.
Those are some harsh words. Okay. Dawnguard business is getting a lot of buzz, isn't it? Okay, just what are these people in the funny clothes doing here? Gonna take their robes and their masks, just to see if there's anybody around who can give us more information on it, and of course anything else that seems of value, which seems like everything. And of course,
They're strong and powerful.
hope the next life gives you more peace than this one.
And you can't damage what you can't hit. I just tire them out. That's tough.
Cultist orders. We'll take a look at those at some point. Necroplague.
The Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to life. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
Oh, and here's the inn. Is Marion okay? Okay, good. She looks fine. Who are you?
What is it?
Huh. Looks like you got a furry friend there. This weather is terrible. Would seem so. Alright. Good girl, Marion. Let's get you a good spot over here. Oh, geez. We're really causing a traffic jam out here, aren't we? That's the wrong way. So yeah, we're gonna need to take a look at that cultist note. We're gonna need to find Klimek and tell him that we've delivered his supplies, and we're gonna need to get out of this rain as well.
Welcome to the Villamere Inn. If there's anything I can get you, just let me know.
Well, we need to have a seat first of all.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be an issue anymore. Okay. Let's have a seat.
Really? Mind taking care of the customer, please?
No problem. You want a drink?
Well, let's get some water first.
Of course.
And yeah, what's on the menu?
Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both?
Nice hot stew would be nice, and maybe some wine. You don't got any of the good stuff. Beef stew for sure. Maybe some garlic bread. And some wine.
A pleasant journey, my lord.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get satisfied here. Beef stew, the garlic bread. That filled us up. Now some wine. And some water. Maybe some more water. There we go. Okay. So we've made it back down the 7,000 steps. Made it into back into I'm sorry, not Whiterun, Iverstead, where we were attacked by some mysterious cultists. So let's see what that's all about there. Cultist orders. Board the vessel Northern Maiden docked at Raven Rock. Take it to Windhelm, then begin your search. Kill the false Dragonborn known as Blodius Vigilis before he reaches Solstheim. Return with word of your success, and Mirak will be most pleased. Who is this Mirak? So it seems that there is a boat docked at Windhelm currently called the Northern Maiden that makes voyages between there and Raven Rock in Solstheim, and there's somebody named Mirak there who thinks we're the false Dragonborn and has put a hit out on us. I wonder if he has anything to do with the Dark Brotherhood contracts that we've seen. Okay, so, well, there's that to check out when we get a chance. It's something else to add to our never-ending list of things to do. But we're not going to do that right now. If that becomes more of a problem, we'll have to look into it, but until then, We have more important things to focus on. So the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller, they said that that was found in his tomb, Ustengrav, right up here. So that is actually fairly close to Solitude. I wonder if we can take care of that on our way back, maybe tomorrow, depending on the route we take. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what seems most pressing. Either getting back to Solitude, or if we have time by the time we get to Morthal to take a detour and check that out. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll play it by ear when we get there. But yeah, having said that, we also need to get back to Solitude to let General Tullius know of our victory in Whiterun. And we have our fancy new sword to pick up from Sabile at the Blue Palace. By that time, our new mace should also be ready to pick up from Yorland Greymane here in Whiterun. And then we'll probably have Sabile enchant that, just because I don't want it to feel like a slight to the Jarl there that we took his prized weapon that he had given us as a great honor and just destroyed it for the enchantment and used it on something else. So we'll probably do the whole disenchanting of that and the re-enchanting of the mace with Sabile here in the Blue Palace. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to be doing next episode. We'll make our way through this pass here, ride past Helgen again, and into Riverwood, just like we did at the beginning of the Let's Play. We'll take that route into Whiterun. We'll pick up our mace from Yorland, do any other business that we need to do there, and then we'll head back to Solitude via this road here, up through Fort Dunstad, alongside Dawnstar and into Morthal. Now, if we get to Morthal early enough in the day, if we get an early enough start tomorrow morning, we may go ahead and make a beeline for Ustengrav, and see if we can find the horn of Jurgen Windcaller there, which the Greybeards want us to retrieve. And then from there, we will head back through Dragonbridge to Solitude, notify General Tullius of what happened in Whiterun, and fill him in on being Dragonborn if he's even interested, and pick up Regent, our fancy new sword, from Sabile. So we have quite a bit to do in the coming episode or two. But it all starts with an early night of sleep. Maybe we can all pack it into one episode in one day, or 2 episodes one day. I don't know yet. Anything else? No? I think we just need to eat, sleep, and hit the road bright and early tomorrow morning. Hopefully the weather will be better when we get out of here. Yeah, so I think that's it. So until next time, take care, and see you soon.